Hi, I'm Curio and I'm going to show you how to get one of these HallMonitor units installed at your hospital in less than 5 minutes. So for any new installation and for new hospitals, new projects, we still recommend to go down the PoE Plus route, or you can have something like this. It's on the wall, there's no wiring exposed, and you're getting power and an Ethernet connection to this whole unit through one cable only over PoE Plus. However, we understand that for trials, for smaller scales, that's not always the case. So I'm going to show you in just a second here how to get this on the wall with no holes being drilled, no extra switches being added, and no lifts on your side. So let me show you. To get the HallMonitor on the wall with no PoE Plus, you only need a couple of things. So I've done a bit of prep work beforehand, but really all you need is a 12-volt power supply. So if you have one in the ceiling, you can tap into that. What I've done is just a simple off-the-shelf 12-volt power supply that you can plug into any outlet you have in the ceiling, or again, if you have an existing 12-volt connection. From that point, you can run some leads down the wall, and this will come pre-terminated for any installation that you're doing. On top of that, we recommend just using a simple, clean wire channel like this. Keeps the cabling hidden, matches the paint of the wall, and doesn't require any sort of behind the wall cable drops or cutouts. So this is essentially all the setup that you're going to need to do to get this on the wall. Back panel of the HallMonitor right here, and Ryan, if you're able to move in a little bit closer, I'll show you. What I'm doing is I'm using some of those 3M command strips to get this attached to the wall. Those are very simple to attach. They hold up to 20 pounds. The HallMonitor itself is only a couple of pounds, so it's more than capable of holding it up with no issues. And the best part is once you're done with it, it's very easy to remove and does not cause any damage to your walls. So step one is I'll peel tabs off on the back, then I'll feed all of the guts through this middle opening here, and there's enough of a gap behind the unit that you can actually just line it up, get it flush, leave a bit of a gap for the front panel to go on, and mount it just like that. Stick it in, press it in, and wait for it to adhere. Should only take a couple of seconds. You'll see that I made a little bit of a mark here. ADA calls for signage to be between 48 to around 60 inches from the floor. So this is a mark right around 54, 55 inches to get it nice and centered, and within ADA guidelines for the room number and the braille that will be on here next. So once this is attached nice and securely, all you need to do is just attach the guts on the inside of the unit. This can go right here. Stick that in, and that is good to go. Usually what I'll do is I'll just sort of wrap these cables around here, and then next we'll plug the iPad in. This unit comes with some adhesive tabs here as well. Makes it really easy to install the iPad, and it's not gonna be falling out on you as you're doing the installation. So I'll get those ready. And the iPad goes in just like this. So there's a side here with a larger piece and then two smaller pieces. The camera side, or the non-home button side, goes onto this larger side here. Make sure there's no cables caught underneath. Just press it in, and just like that, it is securely attached inside. Last step here is I'll run this cable here, plug the iPad in, plug that in. As you can see, the iPad is now charging. And since this is a non-PoE connection, the iPad will be on Wi-Fi as well. So there's less network security settings to go through and less IT setup needed. Last thing is I'll tuck this inside, and then I'll get the front case out. All you need to do is to connect one of these wires that I have in here behind the HallMonitor and the iPad. Connect these red and black wires together, just like that. As you can see, the lights on the unit are now turned on. So tuck the cables in, those can go in there. Snap it over the top, and just like that, all you have to do is attach the 4 screws on the sides, and then if this is pre-configured, then the lights are now good to go as well.